Hey everybody, I'm hot and sweaty, that's what I am. It is boiling here. I'm also C. Andrew Nelson, founder of Aquatasy. We're having a little bit of a heat wave here in the San Francisco Bay Area. Now, interestingly, if you were to come and visit, well, maybe just even a month and a half from now, you might even have to bring a coat. As Mark Twain once said, the coldest winter he ever spent was a summer in San Francisco, and that is so true. But it's not summer yet, it's still spring, and spring is when we have our summer weather in this area around here. It's hot everywhere. It's hot on the coastlands, on the inland areas. It's way past 100 degrees. Now that's fine if you're a heat-loving, sun-loving kind of person. I'm not one of those people. That's great for you if you like this kind of warm weather, but it may not be good for your fish. Fortunately, there are some very simple things that you can do to help keep your tank cool in warm weather. And that's our topic for this video: how to beat the heat. As summer approaches and temperatures climb, it's important to know how to beat the heat when it comes to your fish. Not everyone has air conditioning in their homes. I, for one, do not. In such cases, there are steps you can take to reduce the temperature in your home and your tanks. Start by taking preventative action. On warm, sunny days, keep the blinds and curtains closed to block out the heat, particularly for windows facing towards the sun. This is especially needed in the room your fish tank is in. Open the curtains and blinds again after the sun has passed, so they don't work against you to keep the heat in. Create an airflow to help circulate cooler air throughout your home. Keeping air moving will help keep the temp down. Although my wife and I do not have an air conditioner, we do have a furnace that is equipped with a toggle switch on the side, allowing us to turn on its blower without turning on the heat. Assuming there is a breeze outside that is cooler than the air inside the home, you can open the windows. Opening windows at opposite sides of the home may facilitate airflow, but be aware of which direction the wind is blowing outside. The last thing you want is for the cool breeze to enter your home at one end and blow all the hot air through your home into the room where your aquarium is as it exits out the other end. If this starts happening, try opening the windows wider at one end and closing them a bit at the other end to adjust airflow. Placing portable electric fans throughout the house can keep the air moving. It's not a bad idea to have a fan placed so that it blows towards your tank. If you have an open-top aquarium, you can place a fan in such a position that the air from it agitates the surface of the water. Agitation is extremely important to cooling down your tank's water. Consider adding air stones, or, as I do with my tank, angle the return flow from the filter in such a way as to maximize surface agitation. But the best method I know for reducing the water temperature in your tank on a hot day is to do a water change. A good-sized water change of 30 to 50% can significantly reduce the tank's temp, but do it gradually so as not to shock your fish's systems. Along those lines, don't try to quickly cool off your aquarium by dumping ice into it. You'd be going from one extreme to another, which is never good. Plus, since ice floats, you'll disproportionately lower the temperature, creating a cold zone in a hot tank. Not good for your fish. When the weather gets hot, the most important thing to do is not panic. Depending upon the type of fish you keep, a temporary increase in your home's temperature may not be as big a concern as you think. Many tropical species won't even be fazed by the temp reaching the mid or higher 80s Fahrenheit. Also, keep in mind the size of your tank. Hot weather is a much bigger issue for smaller aquariums than it is for large aquariums. By virtue of their smaller volume, a nanotank's water is going to heat up faster because there is less of it to heat. Big tanks, holding many more gallons, will take much longer to get warm and may end up maintaining a lower water temperature throughout the day than the surrounding room temperature. Through a combination of preventative measures and wise actions,
You'll be able to ensure that your fish stay as comfortable as possible during the warm summer months. And don't forget to take care of yourself while you're taking care of your fish. You won't be doing them any favors if you wind up with heat stroke or dehydration. Be as good to yourself as you are to your fish.
Well, I hope this video has been helpful to you, or at least amusing, or you're having fun just watching me sweat profusely. If you like what you're seeing on this channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing. If for some odd, strange reason you'd like to find out a little bit more about me as an artist and performer, you can go to my other channel, which is C. Andrew Nelson, or you can go to candrewnelson.com. Or if you'd like to learn a little bit about the business of visual effects and animation, a business that I draw a nice little paycheck from once in a while, you can go to my other channel, which is Teaching Spot, or you can go to teachingspot.com. Thank you so much for watching. You know, if you're somewhere that it's hot, like I am right now, you know, go, please stay cool. If you're somewhere where it's cold, you know, try to stay warm. And if you're somewhere that it's somewhere in between, just be cool, okay? New videos on Thursdays. Hope to see you then. Until then, blessings to you. I need some ice water. I should have shot this back when it was cold so that I wouldn't have to go through this when it's hot.